Niagara at Sarnia traffic. Roger, and your times are 7 and 8 over. Roger, CSL Niagara, bring downbound 30 minutes above 11 and 12. The first upbound is the Coast Guard cutter Nia Bay 0909 for 1 and 2. Next upbound is the Manitoulin 0926 for the Black River. Over. Roger, good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
I don't hear you, Paul.
Can you hear me now?
Still don't hear you. You got a mic?
Let me
Hold on.
check. Yeah, my audio says
Mine's
it's
on. I'm
working.
gonna do the other thing. Yeah, you don't have a mic going.
Well, it shows it at the
Gotcha.
bottom. It shows my audio going up and down like this.
Okay, I got you now. Yeah, at first I didn't get you.
Good morning, everybody.
Nobody. Just you and me.
No Skyfly, Frank Rizzo,
Well, I
Jim.
just looked at. I got the live chat up, and it don't show me anybody. Now it does. Lord help me. What's the morning gonna be like? Jim, Frank, Sky. Yeah, today's a busy day for me. Home health. Then I gotta go at 1 o'clock. I gotta go set up, start shooting pictures. I won't be back till 7 at night. Got makeup day. The ones that we didn't get done. Like the trainer that decided not to come. They make it harder for me today. I think I designed my bracket.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got it working yesterday. So I reprinted it and I redid it to make sure. It held the tablet, but it's not as secure as I want it to. So I got to see how I'm gonna make it secure now. Thinking a piece of Velcro on it, maybe.
Yeah, that would work. A piece of Velcro in between.
Oh boy, I'm glad you're not under that team, Leo. That would not have been good. I was about to get rid of all my dogs last night. They got me so mad.
Why?
Because, well, one of them got me mad. The one that I didn't expect to get me mad. Because I realized that the other day when the vacuum cleaned everything, I really didn't map it. So it was still trying to figure out where to go. Because there's a whole special part where you got to tell it to map it.
Yep.
So I said, okay, explore it and do it, find it. So it starts working, and Tina loves it. Tina goes over, looks at it, follows it around, right? And then when it turns around coming towards him, it just lays there. So when it comes up to him, it stops and goes the other way. So he can't map. So he gives up and it comes back. So it shows me my house being a circle, you know? And then yesterday, he 2 times I tried to do it. 2 times he did that. I wound up yelling at him a couple of times, making him get, I almost locked him in the kitchen. And then in the process of me getting him out the way, I didn't realize the kitchen was open enough and the thing took off into the kitchen by the dog paper. It hit the edge of the dog paper, threw the dog paper across the room. I said, "Oh, come on." So then I made them get on the sofa, and I said, "Come up here on the sofa." And I sat there with them while it mapped the living room. After it mapped the living room, oh, shit. After it mapped the living room, we were fine. Oh, come on. Oh,
Justin's here.
oh Lord.
Morning, Justin.
So,
Okay,
How
I could
you
go.
doing?
nothing.
I can leave now.
She's just at the doctor, huh?
Yeah.
What's up, Joel, Warren, DJ, Brenda, Jim?
Who's at the doctor? TJ?
Yeah, he's getting x-rays done at the radiologist.
With the X-ray in his head? What?
I don't know.
Good morning, everybody.
You gotta echo somebody. Probably Paul. Is you and me? That's way back in the beginning. Here you go, Justin.
You got it work?
Yeah, what I did is I had to heat it up and bend it into place,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like it's gonna work. Because I made this one yesterday and got it to where it looked like it was working, so I changed it around a little bit. It was only about the 5th time. I got it to where it fits. Let's put it that way. Where did this thing go? Where it fits and it sticks on there, and everything matches, lines up, right? And I hooked it up last night with the see, that lines up. That lines up. It just don't look like it lines up anymore. It looks like it went back down. That lines up.
Proceeding upbound to Saginaw Bay. We'll check out more anchors. Have not yet.
Have you guys seen these videos? Hold on. These things are fucking hilarious to watch.
He was born with a California Valley girl accent. He once turned a prostate exam into a second date. He has such good fashion sense because he spent so much time in the closet. He once rode a bike without a seat and didn't even notice it was missing. He can tell the flavor of a popsicle by sitting on it. He has a skincare routine longer than his relationships. When the doctor asked for a semen sample, he farted in the cup. The BBC hired him to play the Doctor in the next 18 seasons of Doctor Who. He carries a small poodle in his Leatherman bag. His gag reflex quit in 2018 and filed for workers' comp. His Grindr inbox looks like a CDC case study. He was first in line to see Barbie. He makes cucumbers nervous. He says he's a vegetarian, but still eats meat. He calls hemorrhoids speed bumps. He is the gayest man in the world.
That's sad.
There's a bunch of them like that. There's like the most Australian man in the world, the most English man in the world. I was watching them earlier. They were pretty funny.
Well, you notice how much he looked like what is it, that comedy actor that was on Stir Crazy?
I don't know that show.
Stir Crazy. It was a white guy and a black guy.
I don't
Gene,
know.
the guy was in
Gene
Blade Shadow.
Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah. I thought he looked a bit like a young Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder looked like he had fun in his day. He had something in his day.
Mudball says he didn't look like Gene Wilder.
What's Mudball now?
Giggles is here. Warren.
I know what Mudball's going to say if he comes in.
Brenda.
He's going to say he knows that Campbell's
Gumbo.
chicken and sausage gumbo isn't real.
Oh, he wasn't here. He wasn't in the chat yesterday when we were having that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, he missed it. He could have seen the real thing.
Could have seen the
See, that's
real
what it's got to look
Gumbo.
like. That's what it's got to look like.
Yeah, but have you tried it yet?
Yeah, it works. I'm just trying to tweak it now. See, I got to melt it and get it to where it fits like that so it holds the tablet in place. Problem I'm having is, it's really not a problem. Everything fits on this little deal the way I've got it set up.
Uh-huh.
Everything lines up. And it holds it in place. It's perfect size. But it's not, it doesn't feel tight enough to me. You know what I mean? Every little hole where it's supposed to be is there.
Now we're back to that video again.
Well, I mean, did you like put it in there and shake it around and see how well it hold it?
Yeah,
No,
she
it-
liked it. We're on that video again.
Here comes Don.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, because you're really not going to be like doing anything crazy with it. Just shake it, give it a slight shake around.
Hello, Don.
It ain't going anywhere. Not for you just standing and flying.
Yeah, should work. What's up, Donald? I'm thinking it's gonna work. I really do. I think it's gonna work.
Good.
You know what I might do? I got an idea. I might take, like, we're right here where it hooks on. I might get like a rubber band type thing, or maybe even a piece of Velcro.
So
Put
that
a
it
piece of
doesn't,
Velcro around to hold it
so
in
it
place.
doesn't slide.
Yeah. I gotta let me do that with a piece of Velcro. 'Cause
Right, put-
it's real easy.
Has he got rubber strips in the clamp?
No. Got
Try-
little dots, little rubber dots.
All right.
But this heat gun worked because I melted it to where I need to.
What's up, Don?
He's waiting.
No
Can't hear
sound.
you.
Waiting to say something.
No audio, Don.
Thank God.
He's coming on and showing his disdain over Campbell's gumbo by not talking.
Might be.
I don't think he really knows.
Can you hear me
Joe.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
All right. No, I was just gonna hop on here because Joe, I found a place in Australia along the Gold Coast. It's the
Yeah.
Ulrich Family Park that you might like to fly.
Why is it full of
Oh
pole?
Lord, I don't even want to see it.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share it with you here. There you go.
I like that. Flipping it off.
Like 4 big ass penises.
It's a real place too.
Yeah, look at how they built all the houses around it.
It they had to have known these little islands are separated with a little bridge, and every one of these little things has a little island.
Where is
Ask-
this at?
This is in Australia.
Really?
Australia.
Yes,
Where Dominic lives.
it's along the Gold Coast of Australia. So
Wow. Who would have thought?
yeah, I know. The things you find when you're
Bored.
looking up funny maps. Anyway, I figured, Joe, that would be a fun place to hang out. And I can't picture me enjoying it as much as you would.
Okay, Donald.
So what you're saying is Joe would have thought he died and went to heaven if he was there?
No.
Joe would have been crashing into those islands. Oh, I lost another drone.
This ain't gonna work. I need that
I
other
was just like,
GoPro.
you remember that Navy building in San Diego that was shaped like a swastika in the air?
Huh? Uh-uh.
Yeah, and they made a big ass deal about it like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, it was a building that the Navy owned. It was shaped like a swastika from the air, the way they built it. It was built back in 1967.
Wow, that's stupid. Whoever designed that was stupid though.
Yeah, they made
Navy should have picked that up.
Well, they made a big ass deal about it like 3-4 years ago, and they were trying to cancel every fucking little thing. I think they were gonna like add to the building or something to like get rid of the shape or something. They were gonna do to it.
Now, was it built like that originally, or was it partial and then they just added on wings to mirror out? Or
No, it was built like that originally, and then they were trying to say it was some kind of conspiracy because of the swastika, because it was shaped like a swastika.
well, maybe the architect came over as part of Project Paperclip.
It's possible, or literally the architect just did not see it when they were looking at it. I mean,
They saw it.
Yeah, but not just one person looks at plans.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it is possible they just didn't notice it, and they were like, "Okay, let's build this thing." I'm not saying that's what happened, but it's always a possibility.
Yeah, I doubt that. I kind of really think they saw it.
Although the minute Donald showed me that picture a minute ago, all I saw was four big penises. So,
I saw a hand with a bird in the middle. That's what I saw. Hand flipping off somebody.
not what I saw.
Well, we understand why.
We're looking at an ink blot or what?
Yeah, we were.
You saw a hand?
I didn't
I
see any of
I
that.
saw fingers like this, and then one sticking up a little.
No, you didn't.
That's what I saw.
He said, "No, you didn't."
Well, that's what I saw.
Well, let's just put it to a vote. We'll just see what everybody thinks here. Well, if I can find the map.
Good.
There it is. Okay. Let's just see if Joe's idea holds water. If we were to look at this and try to envision with our imagination, good old Mr. Rogers told us to use our imagination. Would we see a hand?
I see 4 fingers, 4 fingers and a middle finger.
Hmm.
That's what I see.
That's
It
not
looks
what I
it looks
or the
more
toes.
it looks more like toes if you're
Yeah,
looking
or
at the
toes.
water.
With a middle toe. That's what I see.
I don't believe it, Joe. I believe you're running from being cockeyed.
Cockeyed,
That's what I see.
that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I see.
Bum, 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 dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, let me stop sharing the penis islands.
Oh yeah, Edward. Everybody knows that about the Nazi swastika, but unfortunately, they kind of ruined that symbol for everybody. Because I think it was originally a symbol of peace, wasn't it?
It's been a symbol used in cultures throughout history, but
But yeah,
once
it will
again,
forever
what
be
is
stained. as
what
the
is
Nazi.
its most known use?
Oh yeah, that's what I say. It's going to be permanently stained in history as a bad symbol, no matter what you try to spin on it. Because they said it used to be used as a symbol of peace back in the day too. The Germans weren't very peaceful around that time. Yeah, I sent you a video of the most English man in the world, Donald.
So now I got the thing where it fits the thing. Now I got to find a place where I can attach it better. Hold it on better. So just in case, it shouldn't matter, but
Now, one disturbance in the Atlantic. See what it is.
we got one video out there showing one coming towards Florida, hitting Florida on about the 16th or 18th or something like that. I think it's the 16th. And if it holds true, it's a category 5. Hitting right around Jupiter.
How are they predicting that? Because it's not even showing anything in the Atlantic.
Well, it's something to do with I haven't looked at the models I look at, but I saw it on Instagram. Some guy
the
that does.
Invest L96 is the only other, and
Let me go see.
is the only one out there, and it's going northeast, like way north. It's curving like It looks like it's going to make a U-turn and go towards England. And
But
the
it was
other
something
one's
he
just a
saw.
potential development.
I
But that
I
one's
sent it
also
to
moving
you.
north.
I sent it to you on Instagram. I said this may not be good.
Hold on, let me look. I'll never go on Instagram.
Well, I'm trying to get the one to pull up. I pull up all the time. It's not now. You're currently offline and your network connection is having trouble unable to show you the page. I'm not offline. So figure it out, bitch. It's your site.
Instagram, where you at? I don't know why Instagram and Facebook's Messenger isn't combined into one. Stupid.
I was driving the dune buggy through town yesterday, and I was kind of thinking, man, it'd be really nice to get rear-ended right now. Don't clip that.
I did already.
I heard it.
I got
The
that, boy.
second
I've
I
been waiting
said
for
it,
something.
I heard it. I'm like, that's exactly
I
what I would
bought it.
do.
I did. I clipped that quick. I
Yeah.
got you now.
You
Every
can't
time.
slip it by. You can't slip anything by Joe.
Now, every time you come up with something, I got that now.
But I was thinking, man, if somebody hit me, hit the dune buggy in
Yeah,
their
there you
car
go.
from behind, I'm sitting there thinking that would get me out from under the dune buggy. But would I take the money and just walk away and not have a dune buggy, or would I use it to make it better?
I don't know.
Jason, I'm trying to keep it safe for work. It's
don't-
Joe that has those innuendos on his mind. I showed him a perfectly pure picture of a family park earlier, and all he could see was pieces of anatomy.
I don't know. There's nothing even in the water, so how are they predicting it that early?
What is it?
This storm that's Joe was talking about. There's literally nothing in the water, so and the only two disturbances out there are both going way north. So I don't know what they're predicting.
Well,
I'm not saying they're not right, but it seems to be way out to be saying it's going to be a Category 5 and hit Florida.
to predict that far, but I mean, how wide are the barometric changes taking place?
The thing is there's no storm there yet. There's nothing even there.
You can still have barometric pressure changes that will signal.
Right, but I'm saying like most of the time you can't predict
And
really 100%.
We're coming
where a
up in
hurricane's gonna
August.
go.
We're coming up in August. I can predict there's going to be a storm out in the Gulf.
Well, this one's supposed to be coming from Africa.
Oh, I can predict. Down in the Caribbean, down there's going to be tropical storms coming straight up towards Florida and the Gulf. We're going to have. I'm predicting it right now. In the next couple months, you're going to see that I was right.
Well, that's why I hate those predictions from what's his name, Nostradamus, because he never actually gave any dates. He was just saying there would be a great flood in one time, and everybody's like, "Oh, he told the future." It's like that could happen at any point in 10 years' time, or even 5 years' time. And he always talked in such code that it just, I don't know. You could draw like 1,000 different conclusions from it, and they would all sound valid.
Yep.
Hey,
Completely
Jason.
different. He wasn't just like, yo, on the 2nd of September 2024, you're fucked.
Hey, watch out. Kennedy's going to get shot in Dallas.
Yeah.
Who's Kennedy? You'll figure it out.
Instead, he went all like philosophical with it.
It'll
In a
all make
town
sense
called the
after
Big
it
D.
happens.
Yeah.
but that's what people are good at is pattern recognition.
Oh yeah, I remember after 9/11, there was one that he had that it
Yep.
sounded like it would have fit it, but it was like it didn't actually come out and say anything. It just said two big sisters in the town of York will fall or something like that.
Something like
But
that.
it didn't say New York, or it didn't say buildings or towers. It just said two sisters.
Right.
So but you're right. I mean, Donald could say, "Oh, there's going to be a big flood in the next 10 years." He probably would be right. Somewhere there's going to be a big flood. What's up, Jason?
Oh.
I watched that South Park episode. They're making fun of Charlie Kirk. That was funny.
I'm just,
You're what, Don?
I have somebody sending audio over, and it sounds like they've compressed this lady's voice down to where it's glitched in one spot. I sent this voiceover on the 4th, and I said, no, it looks bad. It sounds bad. It's like, so I sent it back. Well, let me listen to this, see if it sounds better. No, it still sounds bad. And a couple days ago, here's a redo. Let me know if it works. It sounds like the exact same file. It's like you send it back to the person who did the voiceover instead of working with trash and trying to improve it. You send it back to the person who did the original voiceover and say, listen, you've got a compression error in this thing. You need to either go to your original file and compress it for us or recut it because we can't use this. This is why I'm going to be so glad to be out of this business, I think.
Is that for your work or you've done with your private stuff, right?
I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 commercials left to do on my private.
Oh, okay.
I gave him a deadline of, I think it was the second week of September.
So is the file for your personal stuff or your work?
Personal.
Yeah, okay.
But it's an agency who keeps on trying to tweak bad audio they got from their audio person. And I've worked with their audio person before. They'll recut it. If you call them up and say, listen, there's a glitch there, you can hear it. They'll say, oh yeah, sorry about that. And they'll have it recut. Or recompressed, whichever one fixes it. Because I know who he's using for audio. Because I used to use them. I say I'm gonna be glad to be out of it, but I don't know.
Did you hear that one actor from Walking Dead died? Kelly Mack. She was
Who?
only Kelly Mack. She was only 33.
What character did she play?
I'm trying to remember which. Hold on, let me see. Which character she played, because she doesn't look familiar in her like Hollywood looking photos.
Let me look up.
Let's
What's
see.
her name? Kelly Mack.
Yeah.
Kelly with an I or a Y?
It's with a Y. Kelley. And some older actor, Asian actor from the Superstore show died. Asian guy. He was 83. I don't remember what character she was. Doesn't look
She was
familiar.
Addie. Hmm. Yeah, she didn't. She wasn't in a lot of episodes.
Oh no, dude, that show it was one that would go through a lot of main characters, obviously because of the premise of the show.
Yeah, she lived at Hilltop. Her character did.
Okay. I think I remember her character now. Addie sounds familiar.
I think she was one of the kids that uh, Carl befriended when they went to Hilltop, and these kids had their little group. And
Yeah,
was it
'cause
Carl?
She was in the 9th season. Carl was the son, yeah. The one
Well,
that
yeah,
had
but I'm trying to remember if it was Carl that befriended them, or if it was the other kid that uh, Carol had kind of it was a kid that Carol had kind of adopted that season. He's one who ended up getting beheaded by Alpha. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, okay, I see a picture of her now from the show. Yeah, I recognize her now. She just looks completely different than
Hmm.
her headshot from Hollywood.
I saw something sad or it was this morning actually. Yahoo Serious from Young Einstein. You know who? You ever see that? Know what I'm talking about?
I've never seen it. I know the
Oh,
movie, but I've
he
never
was
seen
an
it.
Australian comedian back in the 90s, had a few movies, Reckless Kelly, Mr. Nobody, I think it was. Mr. Accident. Mr. Accident, Young Einstein, and Reckless Kelly. Anyway, he's like 72 years old, and he's now squatting in somebody's house and refusing to leave. The person whose house he's squatting in is in the hospital with dementia, and his caretaker is trying to sell the house to pay for the hospital bills, and Yahoo Serious is refusing to leave, and he's just this old man that it's like, oh, this is a horrible, horrible situation. See
Hey,
somebody,
might not have nowhere to go, I guess.
but Yahoo Serious, he was everywhere back in the day. He had a short little window where he had everything, and
He was one of those ones that his career was starting to take off, and then he just fell off, or what?
well, Reckless Kelly did not cross over. Young Einstein had a crossover hit. It came to the U.S. and was popular or semi-popular, so he had an international hit there. Reckless Kelly went to video in the U.S. but did not get theatrical release. I'm pretty sure, or if it did, it was a limited run. But Reckless Kelly was not, and I like Reckless Kelly, but it was not as popular as Young Einstein. And then his last one, Mr. Accident, that got straight to video, it stunk. It was not very good. And then he disappeared, but he hosted like MTV shows I mean, everybody wanted to talk to Yahoo Serious.
Yeah, because when you said Mr. Nobody, I was like, I think that's a newer film. That was back
Yeah,
in,
that's
like,
a different. It's Mr. Accident.
that one was from 2009. Mr. Nobody.
Is that the hacker one
Um,
with Remy Malik?
let's see. No,
What? Which one is that? That's Mr. Something.
the main character of that one was Jared Leto.
Oh, okay. I don't know that one. Mr. Robot was Remy Malik. He was a hacker.
Yeah. That was a TV show, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I only watched the first season of that and was just like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, I did. I did watch the first season of that, and then I never got back into it again.
Everybody's
I
like,
remember it
it's
now.
just so awesome. It's oh my god, it's amazing. It's like, no, it kind of sucks.
And then, isn't there another movie called Nobody that recently came out?
Oh yeah, with
And he was,
Bob Odenkirk, and they got the sequel coming out this year, where he's on vacation.
Yeah, he was a ex like secret agent or spy or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, he was ex something.
And everybody in his family thought he was just some like pencil pusher in the government. Turned out he was some badass.
Except for his brother and his dad knew who he was. So, but
Yeah.
his wife and his brother-in-law, who ran the company that he worked at, was a bully, and
Well, it seemed like his
or it might
wife
have been his
kind
father-in-law.
of. It seemed like his wife kind of knew a portion of it
Yeah,
from the movie, but she didn't really know the whole story. It seemed like, because she didn't seem that surprised when like all the shit went down. Like her, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously his kids did, but
and that's a movie that Bob Odenkirk says that it probably saved his life because he had a heart attack. But
did
he
he?
had
I
been
didn't know that.
but he had been training and getting in shape for this movie. And so when he had the heart attack, he was in a little healthier place than he was for when he was doing Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I liked him as an actor. I wasn't really into Better Call Saul. I mean, it was okay, but I don't know. It was I don't
It's a completely different tone than Breaking Bad.
it was, and I kind of guess I just kind of went off of just finishing Breaking Bad when it came out, and I don't know. I watched a couple seasons of it, but I mean it was good. I just didn't really get heavily into it. But what I liked about Nobody though was he wasn't like John Wick. Like he did get hit by the people he was fighting. Like he was badass, but he wasn't overly. It seemed more realistic.
Oh
when he
yeah, the
got
fact that
into a
he
fight
got
scene.
injured, kind of like how
Right.
Die Hard back the first Die Hard. It's like, oh my gosh, he's an action hero that gets hurt.
Like John Wick, he got hurt obviously quite a few times in the movies, but he just was like,
But in
oh,
two scenes later, he's running around like he wasn't hurt.
right, yeah. After he falls from like a 4-story building right on his back, and then
Ah,
he's up running around.
I got shot. I got shot in the arm. That's okay. It's just I'll wrap something around it. Okay, we're good. All right.
All right,
A couple
let's
scenes
kill
later, he's
25 more
punching
people.
and kicking, and it's like, dude, if you wouldn't be punching, you'd be like, ow, that hurts.
Yeah. Because like when he got in that bus fight scene, you expected him for most action movies that he would have just like went in there and just reamed those 5 dudes right off the bat. But no, they hit him quite a few times.
Oh yeah,
And
first scene.
yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely got their licks in on him for sure. But he did end up finishing him, but he did get his ass whooped quite a bit trying to do it. I like every time he tries to explain his story to somebody that's dying, they end up dying before he can finish it. Usually doesn't tell anybody about what he did.
Be back. You guys gonna stand a while? I'll be back. Justin?
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. I guess Joe's getting his leg looked at. Said he'd be back in a minute.
You know, I was thinking about that gayest man video rather than Gene Wilder. I think he looked more like Roger Daltrey.
Roger Daltrey.
Like
Yeah,
young.
Yeah. Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm looking at his picture now. Oh yeah, if you look at his younger pictures, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Looks like him.
And
He said he thinks that hemorrhoids are just a speed bump. That's fucking nasty.
Well,
here's the thing. I'm not gay, but I can honestly, I mean, look at Roger Daltrey in his prime. He was an attractive man.
yeah,
I
nobody
mean,
nobody can accuse Gene Wilder of being attractive.
Oh, Gene Wilder was a good-looking man.
I think mostly
Not,
the thing that made it look more like him to me was the hairstyle.
yeah, but Daltrey had those fluffy curls too.
Yeah,
those
I know.
blonde curls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Daltrey in his prime would give Brad Pitt in his prime a run for his money. I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
And Brad Pitt?
If you had to pick like the most attractive guy that you can think of at any age that they were, who Mel Gibson, man, Mel Gibson in Road Warrior.
I don't know. I never really looked at him like that before.
But I would put Brad Pitt in Legends of the Fall. Probably
But like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise always got like those praises. Probably Brad Pitt a little bit more, but
the guy that played Bo Duke.
Yeah.
One thing about Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise,
not Tom Wopat. It was the other one, John Schneider.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you know that John Schneider was in Smokey and the Bandit?
No, didn't.
He was an extra. He just went on set, and in the final scene, as Buford's car turns around and goes, and the tire comes off and rolls, it rolls right in front of John Schneider, and he's in the crowd in the background. A little bit of trivia there for you.
Now, I would say Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, though, they've aged very well.
Yep, Jim knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say about?
I said they've aged very well.
Yes, they have. I mean, Brad Pitt. I mean, yeah, Brad Pitt is aging a lot like Robert Redford.
Yeah, there's some people, man, that, as soon as they hit their, they start hitting their late 50s, early 60s, it just hits them, boom. And then there's other ones that, I mean, if you look at their time lapses over time, yeah, they have aged, but they've aged really well.
But Justin, the question here isn't about, it's like, you're not gay, but you look at this actor and they would make you question, I'm not gay, but I might make an exception.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh no. I mean, I pick Ryan Gosling before Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds actually had that running joke that went viral on the internet about all these straight guys that said if they had one hall pass, it would be Ryan Reynolds. But they weren't gay. There was a whole thing going around for like 6 months about that. When he, I think it was when he did Deadpool.
I think so you would pick Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, why not?
Because he's objectively not as good looking as Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, but that's all your own perspective, though.
No, I just objectively. My opinion is objective, not subjective.
And as
It's
an
right.
actor, I just like Ryan Reynolds better.
He's not that
I
good.
think
He's kind of a one-note actor. Gosling is actually a better actor.
Like, I would have never thought Ryan Reynolds would have been a good Deadpool, but now I can't see anybody else playing that character.
Well, yeah.
Like, I thought he did an amazing job in those movies.
Deadpool is basically Van Wilder. He plays kind of the same character.
Yeah, he's always had a similar mannerism in all his movies.
Mhm.
Waiting, all those, yeah.
Uh-huh. If you look at their body of work, Gosling's a better actor. But we're talking about you can compare you can take actors from other generations and say in their prime. Like Brad Pitt, Legend of Fall was prime Brad Pitt, I think.
I'm just looking at this now. Paul goes away and asks Justin if he's all right. And Justin's the only one that's not a co-host.
Yeah.
Morning,
So,
man.
Of
Wherever
all
you-
actors in
Morning,
their
guys.
primes, you would pick Ryan Reynolds. That's sad.
Sean Connery.
Or, okay. If I had to go back a little farther, maybe Patrick.
No, you don't
Swayze.
have to. I'm saying you have the option.
Yeah, but then you could pick one from each era, though. What about Patrick Swayze in his prime?
Patrick Swayze in his prime, I'd put Brad Pitt in his prime above Patrick Swayze because Patrick Swayze had kind of a butterface.
Think so?
His face was not. I mean, in my opinion, I never liked his face.
John Wayne.
That's
John-
just if you wanted a mountain of
You'd
a
pick
man
John
to climb.
Wayne. Yeah, he's looking for.
Lance is looking for that rough and tough one that will just manhandle him.
Yeah.
He's not-
The Marlboro Man.
Sean Connery, and he's aged well as well.
Yeah.
Sean Connery, when he made that crazy Zardoz movie, he was at the end of his prime when he made that. But yeah, earlier Bond.
If you want to go farther back, James Dean.
You're tearing me apart.
And if you want real rough and tumble, what about Lou Ferrigno?
I don't know if I can listen to him talk though. But Lou Ferrigno is a sweet man.
Yeah, they say he's really nice in real life. That's just like what's his name from White Chicks, Terry Crews. They say he's one of the nicest people you ever meet, and that dude is fucking massive.
Come to think of it, what about Hugh Grant?
Or Lou
He-
Grant.
No, not Lou Grant.
Um, yeah. I don't know if I'd go gay for Hugh Grant. Or not going gay, but going experimental.
I would say Sean Connery in his younger day if you want a sophisticated man.
He always looked to me like he would smell.
Like he would smell.
Like sour sweat. Same thing with Burt Reynolds. I always suspected Burt Reynolds probably smelled like sour sweat. Something about him.
Tom Selleck.
Oh, okay. What about Val Kilmer in his prime?
Oh, Val Kilmer.
He
We're
wasn't
gonna
a
talk.
bad looking dude.
We're,
When he
we're
was
gonna
young.
talk about after Top Secret, after Real Genius. We're gonna be going we're gonna go The Doors to get him in his prime.
What about Tombstone around that time?
No, before Tombstone, he was great actor, great in Tombstone. But if you go,
Oh, he's my favorite character in Tombstone by far.
he's everybody's favorite character in Tombstone.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I don't know but the older I get, what's his name? Not Johnny Ringo, the other guy, Curly. Was it Curly?
Mo.
It said that was like, well, bye.
Oh,
No,
you're
it
talking
wasn't
about
Curly.
the.
What
You're
was his
talking
name?
about the head of the Cowboys. Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yes. Powers Booth was the actor, but Tombstone.
I would have wore Bustle and Tombstone for Val Kilmer.
Oh,
Powers Booth, Tombstone.
That's
He
why
played.
you're not
Oh,
wearing a bustle.
I was right. Booth portrayed Curly Bill Brocious. So yeah, it was Curly. I was like, yeah. He was a fun character. But yeah, everybody picks Doc.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have had, what was it, tuberculosis in the movie, where in a lot of the scenes he looked real sickly because of it.
Uh-huh.
He looked actually really good in that character with the time period and everything. He just fit that role really well. Val Kilmer in Top Gun. Yes, he was in Top Gun. He was in both of them. He was even in the new one right before he passed away. Because in the movie, he was literally on his deathbed, which he was on it in real life. Unfortunately,
Lonnie Anderson.
Val Kilmer was definitely a big loss in the movie industry.
Yeah, I'm wanting to see that. My name is Val. Or he had a documentary come out shortly before he died.
The thing was, is like Val Kilmer and Tombstone, he was just so fucking, I don't know. There's just the way he talked. He was so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Like after he was fucking with the Cowboys, he goes back over the Bob or proceed. Just his accent he had and everything in the movie. The smooth talker. But he could back it up though. People were afraid of him.
Oh, where is that? Val Kilmer.
He was too old. Jim said Edward, he was in that movie, but he was too old for our panel during that time. Talking about Val Kilmer and Top Gun. That's right, Jim. We like him young.
Ah, the film is called Val.
Uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Dean was like the big heartthrob back when he was big, wasn't he? Back in the day. That was one of them actors all the women swooned over.
And I'm sorry, Jim, but Top Gun came out when I was 16. And in Missouri, I would have been legal. So
Oh my god. He wouldn't even need parents' consent. Yeah, he would have been consenting.
What year did that come out? About 1990?
1986.
86.
I got my driver's license that year. I
Born in
drove myself
70.
to the movie theater in a 1972 Chevy Deluxe.
I had a Chevy Deluxe.
God, that movie was that old? Fuck, I thought it was 90s too.
But my
Wow.
Chevy Deluxe was a 1950. Two-door, green, dark green.
How much time was in between the two movies? Like 30 years or something? Wow, 36 years between the original Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Wow. Wow. I didn't think that movie was that old. I thought it was like early 90s.
What a great original movie, huh?
I like both of them.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
It's good.
Yeah, the second one was okay.
Like I said, if
I
you
mean,
look at it. Oh, go ahead.
It was a popcorn flick.
Well, it did really well too, just because of the hype around it, because it'd been so long since the first one.
Mm-hmm. I would say the first one was still a better movie.
Now, I think the whole premise of the storyline, like I said when we were talking about critiquing movies the other day, I don't think it was realistic by any sense of the means.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had technology that they could have easily took that fucking bunker out without having to do all that.
Let's look up. What was that? That was War of the Worlds, right? Of the Worlds. We're gonna look it up on Rotten Tomatoes.
Because the new Top Gun, that would have, I mean, literally, they could have flown a B-2 over and not been detected and dropped all the bombs they wanted.
All right, Justin, I just opened up Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I just opened up and see here. Let me share. Up here, the trending topics up here.
Uh-huh.
the first one to come up was that one. 100 worst movies of all time. The
I love
Arrival
it.
of War of the Worlds. So it's not just me, dude.
I'm just saying, I enjoyed it for what it was. That's just me personally. I didn't think it was terrible. Like, would I have probably been a little disappointed if I would have paid to go see it? Yeah. But to
We're gonna
watch
look
it
here
for
and
free on
see.
the app through Prime,
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with it.
So it's got 4% on the critics review, and I guess that's what it is. You have tomatometer, and then you
Yeah.
have popcometer. So anyway, it's 20%. I'm guessing the popcometer is the
They're both just different ratings.
popular. I'm guessing one is critics and the other is general public, but it's still only got 20% on general public.
An iPhone 3, that said, in it.
Oh, I watched the first episode of Wednesday last night. Mark, is pretty good. I love when she goes to the airport and walks through the fucking metal detector.
Okay, don't say anything. I haven't watched it yet.
You watch that show?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know you watched Wednesday. I thought me and Mark were the only two that watched.
No,
I think doesn't I think Donald or Dominic might watch it.
Which one?
Wednesday. I think he watches Wednesday.
Yeah,
Don't
seen it. Yeah.
he? Yeah.
yeah, I'm watching.
What's up, Ed?
It's kind of a Hallmark show. It's called Sullivan's Crossing.
Well, since you watch Wednesday, they did release the first 4 episodes already, Lance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. I just haven't. We try to finish one series before we go to another.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. Say 2 shows come out with 2 seasons at the same time, I'll watch a full season of one and then I'll move to the other show.
Yeah.
I don't like jumping back and forth.
I think it's in line with the first series. I don't think the way that they've done it has changed much.
And it sounds like Lincoln Lawyer's coming out here pretty quick.
Good morning, everybody.
So
I heard.
Hey, Ed.
Now,
Hello,
were
my
you-
name is Jordão.
now, were you talking about Wednesday, Mark?
Yeah.
See, I never really watched the original Addams Family, so I don't know the comparison of them.
No, I mean from the first series. I think the second series is following on really well from the first series. It's the same line.
You mean the season?
Yeah.
Oh, you said series. Okay, I thought you were talking about the
First
original.
Series and seasons the same, isn't it?
So she's still in this school?
Yeah, she goes back to the summer break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, enough said.
Yeah, I've only gotten into the first. I've only watched the first episode. So
I think Pugsley's fitting in quite well.
Man, we have another shitty day today again.
nasty outside.
Yeah, it's storming, it's raining, it's really bad, bro. Wet. And not that kind of wet, Justin. I know what you're thinking.
I'll tell you what, Gina Ortega, though, man, she looks like the age range she's playing. She does not look 22, 23 years old in that show.
And when you consider that all they've had was the summer holidays from school, and it's actually, is it 3 years later? It's 3 years since the last series.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 2022.
Why did it take them 3 years to make another season?
God knows.
Oh, you know what? It could have been because that whole writer strike that was going on for like a year and a half. Remember?
That and COVID, I suppose, at the start.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I thought maybe I just watched because I remember watching the last season last year, but maybe I just got into it late.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it when it actually came out. I watched it later.
Well, like I said, she does not look her age in that show. She looks like a 10th or 11th grade student.
No, I don't think Enid's changed a lot either.
The only one that looks a lot older, oh, not a lot older, but definitely looks a couple years older is her brother.
Actually, Cousin It looks older.
Well, Pugsley's grown about a foot.
Yeah, he definitely looks bigger.
That hand is aged. Uh,
That's a magician in a black suit against a green screen, isn't it?
it is. Actually, I think he has green on.
Would you
Not sure
imagine
what-
just being an actor playing nothing but a fucking hand that doesn't talk or anything? It's got to be a
Yeah.
weird role. I mean, it's just like in the movie Ted, Mark Wahlberg had to sit and talk to a fake teddy bear through the whole movie, and then they did a bunch of CGI. Like that's got to be rough when you're like trying to act against something that's not real and you're having to do it as if you're actually talking to somebody. It's got to be a little difficult. I give it to him for that role. That's probably not easy to do. How old is Emma Myers? Because she looks young as shit in the movie. She's just a year older than. And she's only 23. She looks real young in the show.
Which one's that?
She plays Wednesday's roommate.
Enid.
Yeah, Enid.
Yeah, she still looks young.
But she's only a year older than Gina Ortega in real life. So
All right. Is it the lad with the bees? Is it Bruno? He don't look like he's aged at all.
no, that's why I said the actors they pick definitely look the age that they're playing. Because there's a lot of movies where they get actors that are in like their early to mid 20s that will play high school students, and you look at them and you're like, yeah, they play the role, but you could definitely tell they're not the actual age that they're playing. But it's enough to where it doesn't make the movie unwatchable or anything.
Yeah,
But
like
they actually look like high school students, most of them.
like was it Luke in 91210?
90210.
Yeah,
Barbara Eden's still alive.
Brandon.
She's
one.
got to look old.
He always looked about 5 years older than everybody else. A bit like the Fonz.
Oh, yeah, he didn't look like he was a
Ron
high school
Howard.
student.
No,
Yeah.
well, he wasn't. He wasn't in high school. He was a mechanic, but he was going round with all the high school students.
Yeah, which today you'd be considered creepy doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but I was surprised to see who was playing the head of the school.
Oh God, he's a dithead, isn't he?
Hmm. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give it away if Lance don't want to know.
Where's Paul?
He went to go fly a ship. And then told me to take care of the show and didn't even make me co-host or anything. So I don't even know when people are coming in.
Well, if you're not a co-host, you're not hear the dings either.
Nope. You don't hear any of that stuff because it doesn't give you the option to let people in if you're not co-host.
Mm.
What's the weather like down there, Justin?
It is a little cloudy and sunny, and it's feels about mid 80s, low 80s. It's actually not that hot outside today, at least so far.
Oh, so you're describing it as manic.
Yeah,
Good, bad, cold, warm.
We got
Yeah.
68 today.
So it almost feels like fall here when I'm on my walk. When I stepped out, it was chilly but sunny, and it's still kind of chilly. You know, you can feel the cold in the air. So we're starting to convert over to fall, I think.
well, you have
Lance,
those
you said
days.
Lance, you said you fell on your walk. What? You all right?
No, on my walk, it felt very chilly, kind of like fall. It felt like
Oh, I
autumn.
thought you said you were walking and you fell.
No, autumn. Feels like autumn.
Okay. What's up? What's up, Ed?
Haven't
What's up, Joe?
fallen yet.
Good morning, Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Yeah, it's only 81 here right now.
Here it's creepy. It's raining. It's damp. I'm all wet.
I was storming last night here.
Let me
Man,
get a
I woke up.
similar sphere.
I left my house at 5:30 in the morning, bro. I looked at the sky. I thought we were burning, bro. The whole sky was red from the
You
fires
just
that we're having.
Yeah.
It was
We got
crazy.
we got so much rain 2 days ago, yesterday or 2 days ago, that it cleared the air.
Yeah, we had a big storm. Not yesterday, the day before. A couple tornadoes touched down. Yeah,
What city do you live in again?
Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
So proper Winnipeg, proper.
Winnipeg, yes.
Yeah.
The best city there is.
Besides Federal Way. Uh-huh. But we want to know if you can buy the Mavic
Move,
4
move.
up there.
What's that, Lance? Sorry.
We want to know if you can purchase the Mavic 4, though.
Sir, you can buy anything you want from DJI in Canada. Anything.
Rub it in.
We have everything. You might not like the prices, but we have it.
Move.
Well, we like it because we take about, 20% off that price.
Yeah, then you're going to be paying double when it's shipped to your place.
Not if I go pick it up.
Oh, you can't come across the border. I wonder how many people have done that already.
Yeah,
Me?
Joe has.
Good morning,
Or I
Paul.
mean, Paul.
Good
Excuse me,
morning.
Paul.
I've been over there several times, bought drones.
Oh.
Come on back across the border. They don't say a word.
Yeah, that was back in the day, not now.
Last year.
Yeah, but how often does a car get searched, right?
Not often.
Not often. You look suspicious like Paul maybe every time, but
Look, Joe is thinking of coming to Canada to pick one up. I can see in his face. Right, Joe?
Move, move.
Man, turn the heat up, bro. It's dying in here. Oh, it's dying in here, bro.
You want me to give you mouth to mouth, bro?
No, man. Smart up.
I put my tongue down your throat and give you some airways.
You see what I got to put up?
Joe, you fly either Avata 2 yet? Joe,
What's that?
has
Hold on.
Joe flown his Avata
Come
2 yet?
Hold on.
Did he disappear?
No, I'm here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm in the middle of something. Something really important.
Making
No,
something
Lance.
for the landfill?
Lance, it took him 4 days to get that
Helicopter.
helicopter off the ground. You're asking about the Avata.
And then he crashes it.
No. Did he really crash it? Joe, did you
No.
really crash it?
No, he
crashed it,
trimmed
and
one
now
of the
he's-
trees.
He crashed it. Now
Yeah,
he's sending
I
it
trimmed the
back
tree.
to DJI.
Oh, you trimmed the trees, eh?
Yeah.
It didn't mess anything up, but yeah, he got one of the trees.
It's like we're having sex
Stop.
in your
Move, please.
The branches were too long, eh?
No, I couldn't see what I was doing.
Oh.
I'm trying to share something. I want to show you. Oh, I got it now. Here you go.
I was kind of thinking, man, it'd be really nice to get rear-ended right now. Yeah, and I was kind of thinking, man, it'd be really nice to get rear-ended right now.
Have you told anybody that you like being rear-ended?
No,
What?
that's
Yeah, and
Don.
I was
Where you
kinda
at? That's
thinking,
Don
man,
I was
it'd be
saying
really
that.
nice to get
I
rear-ended.
know, it's Don.
He was
Yeah.
talking about Robert Redford.
Thinking, man, it'd be really nice to get rear-ended right now. Yeah, and I was
What the?
I got him.
Are your friends
I don't
gay or what?
Don, are you okay?
Yeah, I think he's on a. He's talking to somebody from his work or something.
Oh.
We need to play it loud enough that his work could hear that.
I to get rear-ended.
We'll have to cut that piece out and
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that piece and I'm gonna put mud ball at the end. I'm gonna go find, fish eye. I'm gonna go find fish eye at the end going. Like looking at it like. And that'd be a good clip.
Border agents just seized 450 pounds of cocaine at the Blue Water Bridge. Estimated street value $25 million. Right there where Paul's at. The
Morning,
bridge that Paul
ladies.
flies under.
Yeah,
Damn.
you're gonna blame it on
What's up,
Paul.
Russell? All right, go ahead, Joe.
Hey,
Replay that.
how are you?
Back
I'm
there.
kind of sweaty.
Hold on.
That's okay. I'll be sweaty later. Oh, you're on the phone.
You going to golf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get back up there.
Yeah, how's retirement?
Lovely.
Yeah,
How about you?
we're not yet.
What? You won't.
No, I thinking 1 year. Sheila's saying 2.
and I was
And I'm gonna go with her.
It'd be
I'm not
really
gonna
nice to get
I'm not gonna
rear-ended
retire
right now.
early. I might as well
Yeah, and I was
pick up the money
kinda
and
thinking, man, it'd be really
you know,
nice to
and
get
travel when
rear-ended
she's
right now.
done. So
There's more.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Well, nice seeing you.
Good to see
I
And
got
hey,
you.
have fun today. You guys will beautiful day, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
yesterday.
sent it to you, Justin.
Day before it was worse.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah,
That's true. You been doing okay?
yeah.
All right, somebody
Playing a
mute
little bit of
Lance. He's
golf.
having a side conversation.
I was trying to
So
figure out what I was
played,
hearing. It's like, oh, that
Middle
was
Park,
Joe's
I played
attempt
North
at a
Shore, I
clip.
played, River Bend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I did was edit what you said. I wasn't doing anything with it.
Right there.
I know. Sneak out on
Just flip
17. And that's what I used
exactly
to
what
make
you
me
said.
co-host.
You remember Tom Nolan? Do you remember Tom? He was a club member. He lived on.
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes. He's not just having a whole damn life conversation. All right.
Look at that terrorist down there by the bridge right now.
Yeah, Paul, did you hear about that? Did you see what Edward put in the chat? They just seized 450 pounds of cocaine at your bridge there, and it had an estimated street value of $25 million, Border Patrol.
Paul's not listening, obviously.
Paul ain't worried about nothing. He's worried about it. Somebody seizing his Boston cream.
You guys should have had the camera on. I just ran into 4 gorgeous ladies.
Yeah, we heard every bit of it.
Yeah, we heard a lot of talking.
We'd
We
rather
would
seen the
rather,
ladies. You could have muted it and saw the ladies, you know.
yeah, we would have rather you just turn on the camera and mute the audio.
They're out playing golf. It was my wife's office manager who retired early, but she's a knockout. She's probably 60. And,
So when you start talking to women who are telling you they're going to get hot and sweaty later.
yeah.
All right. Somebody, if anybody needs a new drone, just clip that little bit he just said about his wife's ex-office manager and send that to his wife.
Yeah. And I hugged her and I said, "Hey, I'm sweaty." She said, "Okay, I'm kind of sweaty too."
Oh, Lord help me, he got sweaty.
I think Joe wants a second Nevada too, right, Joe?
No. That's his drama he's got to deal with. So this works pretty good.
An Ontario man was trying to smuggle into Canada. Wow.
So it was going from America to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who caught him? Border in the United States or border in Canada?
Well, if he was Canadian, he probably drove right through the American Border Patrol. He probably got stopped by his. I don't know. But any which way, a good thing they caught his ass.
Is he Canadian? I thought he was from Ontario.
How you coming with your holder there, Joe?
Got it.
Good.
Yeah, it works. I just got to find a way to keep it right here. Like I said, I got a little rubber band things I could probably put around it.
What are you trying to connect? Like, what are you worried about coming apart?
Well, it's just right here. It's just the piece I made sits on the piece from the controller, and all it has is a dot up here, a dot on the other side, a dot down here, and a dot down here. So I've got the 4 places where they fit, where it doesn't move. It won't move here. I don't think it's going anywhere.
And so you could just use a cable tie too, if you're not planning on putting the controller away anytime soon.
Well, the thing is everything's got to be taken off to put the controller away. So
That's
it's
what I
got to
said.
be put on
You
every
can't
time.
turn the controller off when it's open, right?
You can
No,
turn it
no.
off, but you can't store it.
Yeah,
can't-
but are you
What
really
are you
worried
putting
about
on your
storing the
controller?
controller?
Yeah, because I'm gonna put everything in that one bag it came in. That's how
What
I'm
did
gonna
you-
store everything.
What did you put on it?
I
That
made a
tablet
little
extension.
tablet holder.
Extension.
Oh.
3D printed it.
So why don't you just 3D print a clip to go on there to hold it? Design a clip.
Means I gotta work.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why don't you get a remote with a built-in display?
Because they don't make
Is it-
one for the
that's-
what you call it.
Oh, that's a
V-copter.
V-copter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm designing
Oh,
right
in that
there.
case, it's crap. You might as well just throw it in a duffel bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm throwing. But you see how the thing cut out and everything? It fits right where the grooves are at on it. So it kind of sits there. It fits perfect on there, and it needs a little rubber grommet type things to hold it in place so it doesn't move. So when it sits there, it's not gonna slide. It doesn't slide at all.
What kind of hard case do you have for that, Joe?
Either that,
I have a what you call it case. A case like a DJI case.
or drill a hole through the through both of the things and just put a bolt or something through it.
No, I don't want to do that either. That
Does
might,
anybody else,
might
when they
work,
hear the
though.
word hard case, do they think of Hardcastle and McCormick?
No.
That remember Hardcastle and McCormick?
Yeah.
Where the con gets stuck with the judge, but the judge was Hardcastle, and he had the nickname of Hard Case. Why these little pieces of trivia stick in my head? And I never really even watched the show. I watched it just sporadically.
Yep. It'll work just like that. That means I don't have to use the phone, you know what I mean?
Either that or 3D print a little clamp.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Trying to think of what would be good on here. Something to fit, something that I know what I'm thinking. I know what you're thinking. Just like a
Like
a
something
clip
like
that.
this. Just a little screw clamp you can put over both pieces and then screw it down.
Well, I'm thinking of one that'll just clip on. That you just pushing across, clip it on.
That's what I said. That's the whole point of you having a 3D printer, so you can design stuff like that.
Let me go look at something.
You can find something that you can retrofit for that.
What they call though. Well, I got most of it done, so we're getting there. I'll probably print another one just to make a backup just in case.
What did Johnny do? Does he not use a tablet or what?
He's got an extra phone.
Man up and use your phone.
You should print one for Johnny.
But I mean, if
No,
he doesn't need it.
He uses an extra phone. He's got an extra phone.
Paul or Joe's trying to use a 7-inch tablet. That's his thing. And those
I don't want to use my phone.
The clamp that's on there, like every drone manufacturer, they don't fucking design it to fit things properly. It's just like the DJI controllers they used to hold the phones. They never designed them for phones that were in cases. Even though 90% of people have their phones in cases, they always designed it for a phone that wasn't in a case. So you'd have to take the fucking phone case off just to use it.
Okay, Mr. Trivia.
Okay, Frogger number 2. Here we go. Lane 1, lane 2.
I want to design it like a hair clip, like a bobby pin.
I made it.
Thicker.
Like a bobby pin?
Like a bobby pin, but thicker, so I could just go cross and hold it and take it back. Actually, that might not work.
I think you should just print a screw clamp. Something that's easy that you can just unscrew whenever you're done with it. Find a little tiny clamp. Because you only need a really small one, just downsize it really tight.
Yeah.
You can slide it right on there, you can screw it down, and then when you're done, unscrew it, slide it off, and boom, you're done.
I just need something to fit on it that'll be tight enough. A whole bunch of clamps.
Yeah, you just need to find the right style clamp that you like. But make sure it's something that's easy to get off and on. You don't want something you have to struggle with every time you go to take it apart. Yep. So I said I think a screw-on one would be the easiest because when you just could turn it.
Showing all kinds.
Jim and Joel are just having a whole conversation about cars in the chat on their own.
Mhm. Yeah,
What's up,
Don,
Dre?
bit of trivia. Which two TV detectives lived in trailer homes?
TV detectives that live in trailer homes, so we are getting rid of Riggs from
Yeah,
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. I
because
was
that's a
thinking
movie.
him. Yeah, I was thinking
Rockford?
him.
I just say Rockford, Jim Rockford from Rockford Files,
Yeah.
and trailer.
The guy who's forgetful. What was his name?
That was Columbo,
Columbo?
but
No, not him.
it wasn't Columbo.
How about the guy that jury rigged everything? MacGyver.
He
No.
wasn't a detective. Give me a second. Let me think. This is a good one. Were they both American shows?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jim Rockford's an easy one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Petrocelli.
Who?
Petrocelli. He was
Never heard of it.
He was building his house and he was living in a caravan next to it while he was doing it.
And what was the show?
Petrocelli.
I don't know what that is.
You don't?
I never heard of it
Nope,
either.
never heard of it either.
Nope.
Oh, right.
Patrick Kelly?
No, Petrocelli.
Petro.
It was always
It must-
Like,
Are you sure that was an
It was
American
limo.
show then?
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't. It wasn't an American show.
It was his surname. He was called Petrocelli.
what was the name of the show?
As far as I know, it was called Petrocelli.
How's that
I've
spelled?
never heard of that show.
Petrocelli.
What year was it
American
on?
legal drama that ran for 2 seasons on NBC,
1974.
74 to 76. I was 4 to 6 years old, but I was that age with Rockford Files too.
It might have been because of the short run. You just never heard of it. Maybe it wasn't that popular. Maybe that's why it only had 2 seasons.
And all
Ned
the reruns of
Ned
Rockford.
Beatty was in it. He was a guest star in it.
I knew that, Donald. Where have you been at?
What?
I never heard of that show. There's
Never
a lot of
heard.
old shows. I know the names. But
Yeah, I've never heard of
that
this.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it just wasn't that good. I don't know. I don't know. Did you like it when it was out, Mark?
It was okay, yeah.
Mark still
It was.
watches it.
Mhm.
Mark was 14 and 16 years old.
Let me look at the opening scene just to see.
Jim and Joel, you guys need to start your own live stream and start talking about some cars. You guys are having a whole damn conversation in the chat. You guys can have some good car conversations online.
Going to a car museum in
man.
an hour.
This
Actually,
feels
go
like
to
the
it.
1970s, just in the editing.
Oh, those two would love a good car museum for sure.
The LeMay Car Museum in Tacoma. I'm going to that at picking my buddies up at 9:45. Opens at 10.
Telling you, if there was any garage that any car guy would love to go into, it'd be Jay Leno's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna call shenanigans on that.
Do they do tours of his garage or no?
I don't think so. Not unless you're a big producer.
Well, I know unless you're somebody that's like in
Petrocelli
Hollywood.
was Petrocelli was or Celli or whatever it was not in a mobile home. It
Was
looks like it was a camper shell on the back of a truck. That's a different thing.
That's a mobile, as far as we're concerned.
Uh,
I think Jim's behind in the stream. He's just putting Rockford Vowels in there. Hold on.
Carry on, guys. I'm going to interrupt the show here in about 5 minutes for my daily commercial.
Your what?
My daily commercial. You know, the
Oh,
What
well, whether or
shampoo-
not you're in the shower. Okay, I get
what shampoo to use, right?
I can boot his ass. Ugh. I'm telling you, one day somebody's gonna be like, yeah, okay, let's see it. And then he's gonna have to, then he's got to shut up, put up or shut up. It's like those guys that you ever seen the videos of when a hot chick will go up to like guys and just hit on them out of nowhere and start like catcalling them and shit, and then the guys are so stunned they don't know what to do. That's gonna be Lance one day. You want to see me in the shower? Some big dude's gonna be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think Jim might have been about 5 minutes behind in the stream. He was just now answering your guys' movie question or your TV show question.
Morning, Brenda.
yeah.
Morning, Jim. Morning, Frank. Morning, TJ. Morning, Crawford.
DJ hasn't been in the chat in a while. He was getting x-rays done.
He's a loser.
Damn. He said he was getting he said he was getting x-rays at the radiologist and it was no big deal. His doctor just wanted x-rays.
What?
They don't ask for x-rays unless something's going on.
Yeah.
So it
What
had
the
to have been
X-ray?
something. I mean, it maybe whatever they're checking isn't that big of a deal, but it's obviously something. They don't just
It's his
have you go
laugh.
take. I'm
It's his
saying they
laugh
don't.
muscle.
Yeah, they don't just have you go take random ass X-rays like that.
For him, maybe.
Checkups.
Yeah.
Yeah, to check to see if his esophagus isn't torn to shreds. He was fucking
Yeah.
laughing. Or his vocal
Well-
cords ain't stretched.
They're more likely to use ultrasound than an X-ray for that. X-rays are usually for bones. 'Cause
Maybe
of-
going through and checking to see how his old injury is.
could
Well,
be.
that's what I said. It could be nothing serious, but it's still something.
From when he fell out of the tree, they might be.
Oh yeah, if you ever met TJ in real life, he's got a really bad limp in his leg.
Mhm.
one leg.
They might be like, hey, let's take a look and see how things are.
I've met TJ a couple times in person.
Was it an experience or what?
I mean, he's the same in person as he is on here.
Is he a short guy?
He's shorter than me for sure. I think he's
Well,
like around
you're like
5.
6'4", aren't you?
Yeah,
I'm 6, almost 6'2".
you're taller than you look on the computer.
I'll tell you one person that the camera adds 25 inches to, and that's Adrian. When he walked up to me the first time I ever met him, I thought he was a little kid. I'm not even joking. I looked down at him. I said, "Oh shit, it's Adrian."
Yeah, ain't he about 5'6", like us?
Dude, he's short.
Yeah.
And then he's got this big, massive truck, and he had like 25 drone cases with him when he came to the drone meetup. I told him to make some steps with him to get up into his truck.
We used to have a weather guy around here. Gary Bandy. He was a short guy and he got himself a big old truck, but he carried a step ladder around that he needed to use.
on 3D printer.
That sounds
Okay.
like that when he went there last. They gave him a blooming big, huge SUV as a hire car.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that was like as tall as me, and I think he might have been slightly taller, that I met at the drone meetup was Bill. Uncle Bill. He was the only one. I think he's like what, 6'3" or something.
Thought Bob Casey was up there as well.
He might have been too. There wasn't very many, dude. There was a lot of people that were shorter than me. They just in the cameras they look bigger than they are.
I look short in the camera, so it don't matter.
I look exactly my height in camera.
Dusty thinks I look like a cop. He was looking at photos from the first drone meetup. He goes, "Bro, you look like an undercover cop."
Okay, guys, I'll catch up with you maybe after I get out of the shower.
What
Hey,
goes with the shower shit again?
make sure you wash it good.
Ew, no, don't tell him that.
Hey, it's your soap, your wash rag. You can wash it as hard and as long as you want.
That's right. Just make sure it doesn't clog the drain and cause you to slip and fall.
I bet Lance is a loofah guy.
He does seem like a loofah guy.
Like,
Now,
and
is
not
he-
one of those cheap loofahs. Like, he's probably got one of those really fancy, like French loofahs, you know?
No, I'm guessing, he's not getting the fake, like synthetic loofahs. He's growing the loofah gourd and drying it out himself.
Yeah, I knew somebody that used to make those, and they actually made pretty good money off of that.
My parents grew loofah gourds one year.
Well, they would get their stuff from a place that grew it or whatever, but they got it really cheap. But what they were selling these loofahs for, they were making a good profit. They were getting like $20, $25, $30 a loofah, and they would put a big old thing right on a really nice, like long stick, like a pre-made handle, and then they would do their thing where they attached it, and they were getting like $25 or something for them. It only cost them like $5 to make it. And it didn't take them long to make one either. It only took a few minutes for them to do it, put it together. No, you're good, Jim. I just noticed you were answering stuff that we were talking about like 5 minutes. You're a little bit behind. Don't they make loofahs out of it's like sea sponges or something too? Or something like that?
No, you
Something
can
from the sea?
you can have sponges from the sea, but
Yeah, I thought
the loofah is an actual plant.
Well, I know that, but I thought they also, well, that's kind of turned into a general term for, I guess, self-cleaning product. Because a lot of the loofahs you buy now are just made out of like synthetic material, almost like a plastic filling type material.
That's a good thought. Maybe I should grow a loofah around that greenhouse, harvest it, cut off chunks, put a little piece of hemp rope through the center of it, and sell it as a just set up a booth somewhere in one of these flea markets.
And the loofah plants are the same family as cucumbers and pumpkins.
Yep.
And squash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're all gourds. Yeah.
Oh, did you search it? I was looking in the chat. I'm like, I don't see it in the chat where you're reading that.
No, I was looking it up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they do have a sea sponge version that comes from the ocean that they make them out of. It's a little softer for more sensitive skin.
No, that sounds like a sponge.
Yeah.
Volume.
Well,
Well,
the big sell for like the natural loofah back in the day, instead of using a sponge, is that the loofah was a little more of an exfoliant.
Yeah.
well, apparently the sea sponge is very popular among vegans and eco-friendly people too.
You would think, because, well, you would think that the loofah would be more popular because you're not affecting an ecosystem by using the gourds.
Right, you think you wonder how much they're tearing up trying to get those natural sea sponges.
Well, they probably grow them and farm them.
Well, aren't they
Okay.
a form of coral?
Probably. Which a lot of corals are highly protected too. You can't really go
Yeah.
fucking around in there. So.
Yes, you can farm sea sponges.
So yeah, they're probably doing like Donald said, especially if you're mass producing them. I mean, it would be smarter to farm them than trying to get them out of the ocean.
So farming is a easy, profitable business in these developing countries that minimizes environmental damage.
So you said they're doing that in the UK?
But gourds would be the same way. I mean, if you
Mm-hmm.
farm nothing but, or if you farm nothing but loofah plants, the same thing. I don't know why they would consider one eco-friendly and not the other, unless they put off some kind of gas that they're claiming is heating up the earth like fucking cows. I don't know. I don't get the difference in how one's more eco-friendly than the other.
Well, you tend not to have to water and feed sea sponges, whereas gourds, you've definitely got to water and feed for them to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if they're like dumping pesticides and shit on it, that's where the vegan thing would come in. Yeah.
Looks like the loofah from the gourd are good for scrubbing, where sponges are good for gentle cleaning and lathering.
I like how the conversation went from Lance getting in the shower to whether he uses loofahs and then what loofahs are better, sea sponges or loofahs.
Well, it really comes down to he's the kind of guy. So then that comes
Yeah.
into, okay, well, loofah sponges are significantly more eco-friendly than traditional plastic sponges. Okay, but what about natural sponges? Let me look versus natural sponge.
Cause I know all the loofahs we have in our shower, the ones that hang up that the girls use all the time. Those are all those just bald plastic ones you buy at the store. Real cheap ones you get for like $1 or $2 or something.
The loofah can be harvested in a sustainable process, and farming sea sponges can be done in a sustainable production, but it also can be done in an unsustainable way. Therefore, there could be more of an environmental impact with sea sponges.
And the problem is that if you're getting them from a third world country, which probably is where some of that shit comes from, are they being environmentally friendly? They might be out there tearing up fucking corals and everything else trying to get them.
Giggles put in there, loofahs are no good for bathe with.
Loofahs are no good to bathe with. They collect mold and shit. Scrubbies
Mold
can
and
collect
shit.
mold and shit too. TJ, you have to take your loofah out, dry it, and make sure that. And loofahs should be replaced every once in a while.
Our loofahs hang on a hook in the shower.
Mhm.
They have a hook on the wall that one of those like suction cup, real hard, real strong
Yeah.
suction cup hangers.
TJ, if they're collecting mold and shit, it's because you are leaving them in a damp, dark environment.
And if they're collecting shit, he needs to stop wiping his ass with them.
Yeah. I think it comes down to how you're using it, TJ.
It's not a butt rub, right?
Well, loofahs are very abrasive, so I wouldn't think. I think a sea sponge would be better for doing that anyway. Oh, we know you like the scrubby. The scrubby's made out of plastic and bad for the environment. We're talking about
Environmentally friendly.
which is more environmentally sound. You can compost a loofah. In fact, when I set up my loofah sponge display at the local flea market, I'm going to put compostable on it. That way I'll get all the earth hippies to pay a couple more cents.
Now, are you going to put handles on them?
Don't use the word compostable. Use biodegradable.
Because if you use
Well, those are
plastic
two different
handles,
things.
they're going to complain. If you use wood handles, they're going to bitch that you're tearing trees down.
No, I will probably the loofah sponge, at least if I remember right, have 3 holes in the cross section. My parents grew them, you know. And so through one of those through holes, if you just run a piece of hemp twine,
There you go.
They can hang.
There you go.
you know, they're hemp, you know. Hemp
Well,
is
'cause some-
biodegradable.
The thing is, though, is some people like those handles on them because then they can reach their back and stuff with them. You know,
That is true.
because the one we had one.
In that case, I will offer some, but I will be using bamboo
There you go.
because
Okay.
bamboo is a regenerative.
And it's super easy to grow. That shit grows like a weed. Bamboo even grew really good out in the desert, man. My uncle had it around his greenhouses to protect the greenhouses from the wind. And that shit grew thick and it grew quick. Oh, bamboo makes a good switch too. You want to smack somebody?
Bamboo makes a good printer, 3D printer.
I mean,
Big
there's so many
Bamboo was a
uses.
good Cheech and Chong album.
Bamboo has a lot of good uses that you can use it for.
Wasn't that Cheech and Chong album? Big Bamboo?
I don't know.
Don't know. I don't. Never had any of their albums. Didn't really like the movies, to be honest.
It was a
Well,
Dick
then
Van,
you're wrong.
wasn't it? It was a Dick Van Dyke song. The old bamboo.
Yes, Big Bamboo, Cheech and Chong. It's spelled Bambu.
Like, I'm not disputing they weren't classic movies. I just kind of thought the characters were
Yeah,
annoying.
I had that album. I'm
I
like,
didn't like them.
I had that on tape. Yeah.
I was watching.
Oh, now TJ
We got
came in here, grace us with his presence.
What'd you have
Mr.
X-ray?
Lufa.
Dude, the Scrubbies are way better, man. Like I'm not really a fan of the loofahs. Like I keep telling everybody like that coming to Walgreens and buy them. Like, man, these aren't really good. All they do is just like
You talk them out of it?
yeah, I try to talk them out of it, but they end up buying them anyways.
Well, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Like I've seen them advertised, and everybody's like, dude, these Scrubbies are the best. They exfoliate your skin. They exfoliate your skin, and like they're so much
Exfoliate,
better.
yes.
Exfoliate.
Loofahs also exfoliate. And the Scrubbies are just a synthetic version of a loofah.
But it's like they're rubber though.
What?
They're not rubber.
The Scrubbies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means they're not biodegradable, are they?
No.
No, you got to burn them.
TJ's only going by what feels better on his butthole when he washes. Scrubby obviously feels better.
TJ's got a long scrubby. He
there's
goes
obviously-
between his legs and he goes like this.
There's obviously a market for the Scrubbies. I will give you that. There's obviously a market for the Scrubbies. But
yeah,
if you want to, which can you charge more for? A loofah that is biodegradable, eco-friendly, and natural with hemp, and you could charge more for that because white suburban women will pay more money for that kind of shit.
White suburban women. You got a point there, though, Donald. You got 100% a point there.
Here comes Lance out of his shower.
You know he's out of the shower. He might be in there showing us his loofah.
showing his loofah.
I don't want to see your loofah there.
Hey,
He probably
TJ,
doesn't use a loofah.
Justin made me do it. TJ.
Say what, Lance? What, Lance?
Justin made me say that.
What? Say what?
That you sucked.
That I. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
That was
Donald.
Justin that made me say that.
Donald, I need to
Yes.
ask you a question. What is the clip? It's a clip like this.
Is it because I don't use the loofah and I use the
Something like
Scrubbies
this,
that way?
okay?
All
That
right.
will go straight across, but clips down on this side. Like it's a straight clip that would, when you get to the end, you just clip it together. What would that be called?
Transition.
Like a beret?
Yeah, something like a beret type clip.
Oh, you're
I'm
not talking video.
No,
Yeah.
he's back on trying to fix his situation.
I've got that way, that'll work. But I want something that'll clip down and
Now
give
clip
it more
in
pressure.
and snip together.
Yes.
Like snap
Snap
together.
together. Yeah. I'm looking all, don't see anything like this. There, I found it. Ultimate cable clip, but I don't want all the shit in it.
Yeah, I was
Look,
about
I
to
went-
say.
I went and got X-rays done today. This is like all the hardware that I have in my lower back.
Ha, I told you.
Well, you should have had him put a clip on it so you could receive short wave.
Why are you showing us your coccyx?
Oh, I was looking at that. Okay, you were
What?
talking about a clip, and I was looking at that, trying to figure out how that was a clip,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize it was an X-ray.
Yeah, totally an X-ray.
TJ,
I
I can tell you
I was-
right now that I'm looking at that. It looks like you're full of shit.
No, that is an X-ray for real.
We know that, but why are you showing us your coccyx?
Well, no, I was just showing you like the pins and screws.
He's
that are
very
on my
proud
lower
of that stuff he's got in his back.
pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Justin was wondering.
apparently.
He's like, they don't just do a X-ray. I'm like, they're probably doing an X-ray of his injuries and seeing how they are holding up.
That's pretty
the
wild
repair.
looking.
Is that what they were doing? Was just checking out your?
Yeah, I guess because like my doctor, my primary doctor wanted me to get X-rays, so I went in there and got them done. It was.
But he wanted you to get X-rays because he wanted to see how your old injuries were still holding up, the repairs, or see if.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Or was there something else that he was looking at?
I think it was probably.
Did you
something
swallow a
else.
tennis ball?
Say what?
Did you swallow a tennis ball?
No, I did not swallow a tennis ball. No.
Okay.
He didn't tell you what he was doing that for? Or you don't remember?
Well, I think it was a little bit of both.
Well, I mean, if we're
Just
showing,
how everything is holding
Check
up,
up.
and then
And
check up, yeah.
Joe, his insurance will pay for it, so it was a money grab.
well, I mean, if we're showing X-rays, that was my knee surgery there.
I'm not even looking, Justin. I know exactly what image you're showing. Jim Beauchart did that.
That's
to me.
what-
I've had that image saved forever. I showed it on Matt's a long time ago.
Pretty sure it was Jim Beauchart that showed that to me.
That's pretty good.
And it was cold that day too, TJ.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Funny. Oh, that was pretty good.
So there we go.
Oh god.
Now you got all the energy back after having them zip you up with X-rays.
Yeah. Uncle Don, how come your camera's out of focus?
It's not.
out of
It's your
focus
camera.
on my end.
Oh, it looks kind of blurry.
That's your eyesight.
It's
No,
your
that's
eyesight.
just my face.
X-rays, X-rays will
There
screw
we
up
go.
with your eyes. You know that.
Is that better? Is
Oh yeah, probably.
that better, TJ?
Oh yeah, there it goes. It's much clearer now. I can see the pores on your face. Well, now I can't see the pores on your face.
You don't like that?
No, it's too blurry. Wait, let me rub my eyes. Hold on. Okay, that's better now. Oh wait, now they just went back blurry again.
I think I might have figured out why TJ doesn't like loofahs.
Why's
Found
that?
the oh, because I found his X-ray from that. You want
That looks like a suppository.
How big? What? No, that's not called a suppository that big. It's called a dildo at that size.
That size.
That looks like a suppository. No, it doesn't.
Suppositories
What kind of
only about that
suppositories
big.
you using, TJ?
That when it gets that size, it's no longer a suppository. That's a Friday night.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, I think this afternoon I'm gonna do an oil change on the buggy and check it for metal.
Why, you think something's wrong with it, or you just?
I have a weird noise, and I cannot track it down. And so it's
Is it like
it's
a-
over.
like
It's due for an oil change anyway, so I'm gonna change the oil and check the screen for metal. If it's metal, I'm looking at possibly, well, there could be a couple things, but
Is there like
Looking
a
at-
is it like a rattle? Is there a rattling going on?
looking at a bearing replacement. But it does not sound like it is internal to the engine. It sounds like it's more external. So I'm looking more at the heads. There's something going on in the heads. So, but first step is to change the oil.
Well, TJ, isn't that what the doctor says to you? He looks you in the eyes and says, "I know there's something in there. There's something in this head."
So what?
There's something in there. I just can't see it.
Remember back in the day, my uncle actually had one of those stethoscopes, and it had a long needle on it to put it in the motor to try to pinpoint.
I've
where
got
noise was
I've
coming
got
from.
stethoscope, but I don't have like the long probe for it.
Yeah, I remember he used to use that back in the day.
Um,
I don't
Paul's
think they
gonna
actually
use his
use
lubricant.
that kind of stuff anymore. I think they have like newer stuff that does it.
yeah, they've got mics that they'll put on engines and stuff in different spots, and then start up, take it for a run, and then let the computer say, okay, where is this? And they can pinpoint and isolate noises. But
Yeah, they use scopes a lot now too to like check timing chains and stuff like that too. So they don't have to tear half the motor apart just on a hunch that something might be wrong.
I guess I could probably go to Harbor Freight and pick up a stethoscope with the probe.
Good old Harbor Freight.
Might be a good thing to have.
There's one of
But-
those around.
It's going to come down to is just getting underneath of it and listening. But first steps first. It needs a oil change, so I'm going to do that. Check the screen. It hasn't had that done for a bit.
So like when you're driving the thing, do you hear like rattling going on?
Usually when it's letting off the throttle. So there's just a little bit of clatter. Usually when it's just under load, rev up a little bit, it smooths out. So that makes me more comfortable that it's not a bearing. But
Sounds like either a taffet or a valve lifter.
that's what I'm thinking is a lifter, or it could be a spring on the rocker arm. So anyway, that the first step is to do the oil change and just go through the process. Pop the valve covers off. I'll probably later on this evening pop valve cover off and run it with valve cover off. See if I can pinpoint a little more. But I think I might go to Harbor Freight first thing today and after work, and look for a stethoscope.
Are there Harbor Freight? I think there's Harbor Freights here in Florida. I don't know if
They're all over Florida, TJ.
See,
I
a
got 3 of
stethoscope
them
is one of those
around
things
town.
that a Harbor Freight stethoscope is perfectly good. Well, we've
Don't you-
talked about Harbor Freight tools being better than people give them credit for before.
Can't you just use a screwdriver, or is it awkward to get at?
Oh,
Yeah, just put a screwdriver against the casing and put the other end of the screwdriver against your ear. The handle
yeah,
against-
no, it'd be hard to hear and get to underneath there.
No, the guys that do Royalty Auto, have you ever seen their videos on Facebook or YouTube? Here, I'll send you the link. He actually has some really good things, but he's a shop here out of Florida, and he'll tell you he's a big Snap-on fanboy at the end of the day, but he has put Harbor Freight tools up against Snap-on over the past year, and he has gotten so much shit over it because a lot of the Harbor Freight tools started outperforming the Snap-ons. And everybody was getting like all these, other fanboys were jumping in trying to defend Snap-on. And he's like, look, he goes, I got millions of dollars in Snap-on tools for his 2 garages that he has. He goes, I'm not saying they're not good tools. He goes, but you got to give Snap-on, or you got to give Harbor Freight credit where credit's due.
Well, if it comes down to,
I'm assuming Harbor Freight tools are way
There you go,
better
Donald.
than like any other tool that you
That-
could buy.
His garage is very good garage. I'd actually, if they lived closer, that's where I would take my car to get worked on. Those guys are really good, and he does some really cool videos.
All right, so one of the
Like the other day, he had 3 F-150s that came in, all different years. One was a 2004, one was like a 2008, and I think one was like a 2012 or something. And all 3 of the F-150s all had the same exact timing issue. And they all came in at the same time. You got all 3 of the trucks at the same time.
yeah, Edward, I do have a dowel out there that I have used.
So are Harbor Freight tools way better than like any other tool you could buy?
They're not way
No.
better, but
No.
for what you pay for them, they are very good tools. And they've gotten a lot of shit from like mechanics that try to say that they're crap, and they're really not. They're actually very good tools for the price.
The thing
Yeah.
about Harbor Freight tools that people always would say is they are the best tool for the money for a tool that you are only going to use once.
But it's not
Meaning
like
that
that
it'll
anymore.
get you through a job, but it's not going to last you long term. That was used to be the thing.
Right, but now they've become to where you can actually use them as everyday tools, even if you're a mechanic. Harbor Freight sent him sent him a toolbox that was fully kit, and he gave it to one of his mechanics to use, and he's been using it every day as a daily driver. Hasn't had any issues with it. I mean, you could get a toolbox and fill that bitch up, like a big toolbox, and fill it up for probably a quarter of the price what you pay for a Snap-on or Mac Co or a Mac box with the same amount of tools. The one good thing about Snap-on and stuff is just their warranties on everything are really good. They're but there's still a couple of tool brands in the US. I can't remember the name of the one, but there's still a couple of them where they forge all their tools still in the US. They don't do anything overseas. It's all done right here in the US. Oh shit. You working
What
today,
was
TJ?
that? What was that thing? What was that thing that you were showing earlier with the guy who's like, oh, this is so and so, and he's first in line at the Barbie movie theater at the Barbie movie.
Oh, hold on. I'll send you the channel link. I'll put the channel link in the chat. There's a bunch of them. It's like, hold on. Let me find the channel.
That was pretty funny. I was like, wait, what?
Okay, the name of the channel is Abandoned Films.
Abandoned Films.
Yeah, let me put it in the chat here. But they got like the most English man in the world, the most Australian man in the world. And I was looking through the videos earlier. They were pretty funny. Edward said, check your valve lash, Donald.
Yep, I was just getting ready to respond to him. That's what I'll be doing is working basically from the outside in.
Oh, you can use a wooden dowel? Interesting.
Yeah, it's the same as using a screwdriver, touching it against something, putting it to your ear.
I wouldn't think wood would resonate sound like that good, but I guess
That's
yeah,
how
I
the
guess that would work.
stethoscope was invented.
Was it?
Yeah, they used just a little piece of wood.
But I'm sure it would depend on what type of wood you're using though, right?
Anything that will,
Because I mean,
anything
more
will
dense
transmit the
wood, more
noise.
light wood. I'm sure
I'm
it would make
guessing
a
a
difference,
hardwood
right?
would work better than a light wood, yeah, but I don't think it's that much of a deal. Because you don't have a lot of compression along the length of a dowel to be losing your vibrations on.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go to the store and buy something to do that, you might as well get the actual tool for doing it.
Yeah. Well, I have wooden dowels out there.
Were they actually made out of wood?
A wooden dowel, yeah.
You know what a
Wow.
wooden dowel is, right?
I think so. It's been a while
It's
since I've seen
so
it.
it's like those little wooden sticks you use for like they use them in furniture to connect two pieces of furniture. They'll put it in,
Okay.
like they come in some pre-made or
And
what
you can
like
you can buy them at art or craft stores and shit like that.
generally yes you can,
Yeah, okay.
but they're used in
It's like
woodworking.
it's a long wooden stick kind of deal, like a round stick, whatever.
Yeah, pole.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a
they're
pole,
they're
yeah.
used in woodworking though to connect pieces of wood together, because it makes
Yeah.
a strong bond.
It's almost like a Harry Potter wand, like.
I guess.
Yeah. Up against your ear.
Yeah.
Vibration.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a big ass wooden dowel, the one Donald had.
Yeah.
What? That's pretty thin.
Well, when you're making like furniture and stuff, you usually don't use big ass ones like that.
Yeah, but that's just a piece of dowel. A dowel is a generic name for the long pole of wood.
Right.
It almost sounds like a person's name, Dowell.
Oh yeah, you can get big thick ass ones, TJ, and sword fight with them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll be working my way outside in, and I'm wanting to eliminate. If I had to replace my heads, that wouldn't be a horrible thing.
If you had to replace your head, would you just take it off at the neck or what?
And there it is.
Art joke. Weak.
You take it off at the jugs.
Art joke.
Well, that originally they used to do that with a guillotine. That's how they used to take the head off.
Weak.
No, originally they used to use an axe. Well, a sword, probably.
Hey, Paul, when the joke bombs, you don't add on to it.
Is it called a guillotine or a guillotine?
It's pronounced guillotine correctly, but it's also pronounced guillotine by people who don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Hillbillies might say guillotine.
Yeah.
But the French who invented it call it a guillotine.
Yeah.
Did the French invent that, or did the
So,
Romans?
Donald, you're saying people that make gumbo out of Campbell's?
Romans.
Anybody
cans?
who would get gumbo out of a Campbell's can would call it a guillotine. Even though they have the French Quarter down there, they should pronounce it guillotine. They bastardized French just like they yeah.
Just like, yeah.
We're gonna play that clip again.
I don't care.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Donald don't give a shit.
Hey, TJ, I'm gonna send you something. Hold on.
Bill had a bunch of clips from Donald on his soundboard. He used to play during the show.
Hey TJ, do
Hey,
you know the last time a person was executed with guillotine? What year?
Probably recently, I would assume.
I don't think it was all that long ago.
I don't know.
Shit, in
It's been
third
a
world
long time.
countries, they probably still use
Well,
them.
okay, the last execution in France with the guillotine.
Oh, this is the last person in France.
I want to say it was
Probably.
1978, same year Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, the last execution by guillotine was on September 10th, 1977 in France.
1977, a couple months earlier than 1978.
It was some person that murdered somebody or did multiple murders.
Yep.
1977.
what
wow.
happened?
And that was the last time it was used as a method of capital punishment in France and the Western world. Like I said, it's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if some third world countries don't still use similar.
They might not set up a guillotine, they might just use a sword.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Or an axe. Yep.
I mean, some of the Arab countries where like ISIS and shit was in, they were just using knives, big ass knives like machetes and stuff, and just sawing through the person's fucking head.
Yep. Can we go back talking about loofahs? That was a much more enjoyable conversation.
Yeah. Those things are no good for washing your body with.
They are excellent for washing your body with. Stop trying to ruin my retirement business.
Your retirement business. So are you gonna make loofahs with like hemp and stuff in them?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I can pull a Donald. You spelt dowels wrong. You put wooden dolls.
Why are you saying that's a dawn? I
Because
saw
you
it and I
always-
ignored it.
You always correct everybody's stuff.
I saw that and I ignored it because I knew it was just a
Mm-hmm.
Wooden dolls.
typo.
No, it couldn't have been a typo because
I
the
only correct
W&E
people when they say something really, really stupid, like the New War of the Worlds was pretty good.
No, yeah, that couldn't have been a typo because
It
E and
was
W are nowhere near O on the keyboard.
It was probably what's it? Auto
Oh,
correct.
maybe he doesn't know how to spell Dow because up above he spelled it Dowle.
Yeah.
He might be typing fast.
EL.
Oh, but if it was me, he'd be like, fucking moron. Trying to give Edward every excuse.
I'm just giving Edward benefit of the doubt. You have wasted it. You
So
started out with the
Dowell-
benefit of the doubt. You wasted it.
Dowel is Dowel.
Yeah, that's
Dowel.
playing, Edward. We love you.
But I could go to Lowe's and buy a dowel. Or I could go to Harbor Freight and buy a stethoscope for a couple dollars more. It's like $10, I think, total for a stethoscope. And you can hear much more clearly with a stethoscope than you can with a wooden dowel. That's why they make them. Because I don't have to go. I have one right here. It's a small one.
It's $8.49 at Harbor Freight.
Are they in stock?
I don't know for your area. But...
Depends on who's.
Well, do some research if you're gonna start hopping in.
What's your zip code?
Let's see, Harbor Freight. I ain't gonna tell you where I live.
Yeah, it's showing on
Stethoscope.
Google for their website,
There it
$8.49.
is. Good. Let's go ahead and set my local store.
It actually looks like a decent one too. Doesn't look like it's poorly made.
We're gonna set that. Make my store. Where's that other? They've got one up in Frontenac? I didn't know that.
What's the
Sorry.
nearest one to you? How far you gotta drive?
Uh, that is what, 5 miles.
Okay, that narrows it down. So he's within 5 miles of that store.
Of which store?
I have to go back and listen to what town you said it was.
Oh, I didn't. I said they've got one in Frontenac. That didn't tell you where I was at.
You said you
I
were
didn't tell
within
you I was
5
within
miles
5
of
miles
it.
of that store. I just
Yeah.
didn't know they had one there. I'm looking at an entire friggin' state here, dude.
Yeah, it's not a bad price, so $9 pretty much.
They've not got one in Joplin.
Yeah, he's right outside of Joplin. I know that much because we've talked about the tornado. But
Yes, they have one in Joplin, and it is in stock.
and actually, Harbor Freight's really good about their inventory, whether their stuff's in stock.
So
Every time I've ever looked for something and I went there, they actually had it.
that's a good tool to have. I got some regular stethoscopes in the house just for like actual heart type stuff, but this, you get one of those mechanic stethoscopes. It has a little extender on it, so you can.
Yeah, for that price, that's not bad. You ain't got to go but 5 minutes.
It's a good
on
thing
the
to have in the toolkit.
Just got to make sure you got it hung up somewhere so that rod don't get bent on anything.
But yeah.
Yeah, 5 minute
Yeah,
drive for
TJ, it
$9.
makes a no
Can't
my
complain.
buggy makes a noise when it's sitting idle. There's a little rattle. I don't know what it is, but when it gets up to maybe 15,000, it starts to go away. Once you start to rev it a little bit, it quiets and goes away. That's what's making me think it is something external. It might be the 10 on the engine, and as it's at idle, it's vibrating. And on those boxer engines, the higher RPM you get, the less the engine vibrates because it smooths out that back and forth vibration.
Right.
And I'm thinking that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing is something in that vibration of the engine at lower RPMs. I think I'm hearing it, and then at higher RPMs it disappears because it smooths out. So it might be taking the engine out and just going over the entire thing, putting the 10 in the correct place, and then putting it back in.
Oh, there you go.
It could be a fan inside the fan housing inside the shroud. It could be that tapping and knocking. It's hard to tell when you're at the back of the buggy. It's kind of hard unless you can get your head underneath where it's at. And so that's why a stethoscope is going to be handy, as I'll be able to put it in different spots and actually narrow down where it's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to discover, you've got to look and discover where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because dune buggies aren't supposed to be like making all that rattling noise, I don't think.
Well, engines aren't supposed, it's not supposed to be making this rattling noise. That's why it's drawing my attention.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I don't care, Edward. I was just messing with you.
I'm really, like I said, I'm really done working on this buggy. I just don't want to work on it anymore.
Well, get rear-ended then.
That's what I was thinking. But if I did, I wouldn't get rid of the buggy. I don't think that's my sickness. Is that I would think, oh, now I can get this buggy exactly how I want it. It'll just take me a little extra work. I'll just take that money and.
The only thing that's getting rear-ended is his wallet.
That's why I really need to come up with a good idea for a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but the
That
problem
could-
is you always come up with ideas and you never implement them.
Yeah, I know. It. I just need to come up with a good idea to make the buggy pay for itself somehow.
Just like you had $1 million loofah idea just now. There you go.
That's a lot of work.
See?
No, I could. If you make a video about driving around and a dune buggy, I mean, how many times can you drive around and get people to watch you?
Yeah, I mean, unless you were going all over the place. Like if you were actually traveling the United States and like Canada and maybe Mexico and you were really hitting the streets, then that'd be one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just driving around in the same town over and over, yeah, people are gonna get bored.
I had the stupid idea, the dune buggy drive-in. Basically set up a projector in my garage and watch a movie and do a movie review.
What difference would it make if you're sitting in your garage in your dune buggy if you were sitting at home in front of a TV?
It's called a gimmick.
Well, you might call it a gimmick. I call it a stupid idea, but that's not me.
Well, it'd be a stupid idea if I wanted to just enjoy a movie, but if I wanted to make a video about watching a movie and do a movie review, then
movie
a
reviews
dune buggy
make a
drive-in is something unique. And sitting on your couch and watching a movie on a screen, that's not special. That's just whatever. But a drive-in movie, doing like typical drive-in movie reviews, like the old Godzilla movies or something like that. Typical drive-in fare.
Well, that's the thing is like regular review channels that do movie reviews that do just sit on their couch and watch them, they get a lot of views. And then there's people that have done kind of unique, more unique ones. Like there was a couple that, they started doing it from in their bed. They would sit in their bed and have like a movie night type thing. And then, I've seen people do other things like that. I've never seen anybody do one in a car though.
The big problem with it is that
because
I'm
reaction
not a young,
channels
attractive girl. That's the big problem.
It don't matter. Reaction channels get a lot of views. There's a lot of people that do reaction channels that aren't girls, that are guys.
Just put STP oil treatment in the engine, forget about it. No.
That's like cracking an egg in the radiator.
JDS, how you doing?
What the fuck does that do?
What?
Why would you crack an egg in a radiator?
Cracking an egg in a radiator is a way, if you have a small leak in your radiator, it's the old school way of the egg would go in and it would fill up those small little leaks and get you to the next town. It's not supposed to be a permanent solution, but it can get it to stop leaking long enough to sell that damn car or get to the next town where you can get it.
So is black pepper.
So what
Put
is
a teaspoon of black pepper in there to work too.
Black pepper, the little specks will get in. Yeah.
What what do eggs have? Is it like just not the yolk? Is it just the white part that you put in?
It would just go in there and you throw an egg into a radiator. It's going to cook the egg, but the water movement is going to basically disintegrate the egg.
I wouldn't think that's would work with the high pressure in a radiator.
The pieces of egg are on the inside, and it blocks the small leaks.
Oh, I know. I get what you're saying.
It's not permanent. It's not permanent.
I wouldn't think the egg would be strong enough to hold a leak back. Because even that stop leak shit that they have for radiators doesn't work very well. The actual shit they make for that.
Okay. I'm just saying
I believe you. I'm just saying I wouldn't think it would work.
It was an old school thing.
It was an old school thing, and it was a way to basically stop it long enough to get you to the next town or to get rid of a car that had a busted radiator without fixing the radiator.
Would that work in a newer car? Like, is there more pressure in a newer car than an older one? Is that
Uh,
maybe why it worked on
There
older
are
cars?
more valves and stuff, check valves and stuff in a new car. So I would think that you would be setting off a lot more sensors.
Okay. I just never heard of that particular.
TJ, are you going to
method.
sleep?
Well, I'm trying not to.
That's Paul going to sleep.
Because I know people that tried to use that stop leak shit in their cars to plug a hole in the radiator, and it didn't work very well.
Yeah, Radweld.
Radiators are so easy to change out, though.
Russell's talking about cutting a potato in half.
But
and
they cost
pressing it.
to change out, and sometimes it's a big job to change out a radiator.
It
Depending
can
on
be, but
the car. But those old radiators, yeah, that'd be easy to pull out and change out, but it costs you money to do that.
Yeah, it's only 4 bolts and a couple of rubber hoses.
And
yeah,
so
and then you got to take the fan shroud off of
if-
some of them.
if you were trying to sell an old car and it had a small leak and somebody's come over to test drive it, put an egg in it and run it for a few minutes. When they get there, the leak's gone. It looks great. Then after they buy it, a couple weeks later, they spring a leak. It's not your problem.
I changed one out in our car about 10 years ago, and I actually bought it off of radiators.com is where I was told to go to. And their deals were actually way better than any of the parts stores. Like they had it for almost half the price of the parts stores had it for. That was actually a good website. And I just pulled the fan shroud off, the bolts, the hoses, popped it right in. Didn't take me more
Yep.
than like 45
Radiators are
minutes.
usually a little bit easier. Heater cores are sometimes rough to change out depending on the car.
They're a pain. They're usually stuck inside the dashboard.
You gotta stand on your head and take out half the dash to get to them.
The plans.
Oh, I was actually watching a video of on the Royalty Auto, the channel I sent you, Donald,
Yeah.
and they were doing an exhaust on a truck, and they had to take the entire body off the truck and then pull the engine just the exhaust. I was like, fucking hey. Yeah, I can't remember what model truck it was, but yeah, it was a pain in the ass just to get the exhaust out and replace it. Like the amount of work they had to do to get that thing out.
I'm guessing they didn't have stacks on it. It was exhaust back to the back of the truck.
Yeah, it wasn't stacks, no. But it was just the way that the truck was engineered and designed. That was the only way you could get it out.
I was watching one the other day where the guy, he's over here in Kansas, and he got a truck and put the body on backwards so that he's driving down the road
so
backwards.
it looks like but all the headlights and everything are correct on it, so technically it's
he made it legal.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of videos of it. I've seen people where they took two front ends of the same car and welded them together.
Yeah, so you didn't know whether it's coming or going.
Yeah, and then one guy took it. He had one of those cars, and there was a place in the city where there was a city parking lot, and they're real strict about you backing into the parking spaces. And he pulled the car in there, and the lady comes up to give it a ticket, and she's looking at it, and she was so confused because technically they didn't back it in.
Yeah, putting sawdust in a transmission.
Yeah.
And if anybody is interested in that Royalty Auto channel, I'll put the link in the chat. They do some really very informative videos.
There's all kinds of old tricks to cover up a problem to unload a car.
And I believe they're on Facebook, YouTube, and I think they have a TikTok channel too. Whichever platform you're on. Or whichever platform you guys use. I watch them on Facebook all the time. Because they don't do just short reels. Some of their reels are like 20, 30 minutes long. And they're doing tool comparison videos now too.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it. It's almost noon,
All right.
and
Yeah.
we'll see all of you again later this afternoon.
All right.
Not me.
Alrighty.
That's
Where are
right.
you going?
Pictures.
Oh, pictures. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, have fun.
I won't be back
Okay.
till 7 o'clock.
Bye for now.
See ya.